I think the first question is the one that seems simple, but it's the hardest in some ways, which is just how are you doing? How are you feeling?
That might be the hardest question. You start with the hardest question. I have noticed that when people send me a text message and they just give me a heart, I heart it back. Or if they say, hang in there, I heart it back. When someone says, how are you? Sometimes I go days, sometimes weeks, because I don't know. In this moment, I'm okay. Day to day, I'm okay. From a macro picture, how am I doing? My heart is shattered. My heart is shattered in a million pieces. The life that I've known since I was 19 is no more. I've always wanted kids. I used to dream of having kids. I used to put pictures up of kids, in my room, and my friends would be like, you're weird, you don't know those kids, and I would laugh. And I have 3 kids of my own now, and they've lost their dad, and I'm their mom. It sucks. So how am I doing? It's day to day. I'm proud of myself for, how I've coped so far. I'm proud of my kids for how we've been able to try to pull through, but it's horrible. It's just horrible, and it stinks. But I'm here, I'm breathing, and I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
But something that you've said to me a lot over these months sometimes is it's a beautiful nightmare.
It's a beautiful nightmare.
And when you say that, what do you mean?
I told you before, so, everybody knows by now, Uche and I were college sweethearts. And I remember when he was 17 and I was 19, and we were sitting in my dorm room at Northwestern, and we used to have this beautiful view of this clock tower. And we would stare out the window sometimes at the clock tower and just talk and dream, and sometimes just not talk and just be. And fast forward almost 30 years, I'm sitting in this beautiful, beautiful hospital room. It was a beautiful hospital room. And we were looking at this beautiful view of New York City. Here we are again, not talking. And I remember staring out of the window, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like this crazy full circle moment. Here we are again, not talking, and it feels like a beautiful nightmare. And it felt scary, it felt divine, it felt bigger than us. But at the end of the day, when we shut the door and it was just us, that was always when we felt like we were at our best. And my 19-year-old self did it, and then my 47-year-old self was doing it again, and it was just and we would just hold hands. And the nurses would come in, and they would call us the lovebirds, and we would just look at each other, say, I love you, and hold hands. But that's what I mean by beautiful nightmare, because I found beauty in the nightmare. And trust me, it is a nightmare. To watch a 45-year-old do 2 triathlons and live and breathe off of soccer and his kids 2 times a week at 2 different clubs, uptown and downtown, and, an avid reader of books and knowledge. I remember one time we were on vacation and I had magazines and the kids had their tablets, and he was reading a book about Lincoln. He just loved life. And so to take a guy like that and, watch him have to deal with this fight was a nightmare. But the way he fought it, and the way we rallied together, and the way we saw the best of humanity, that was beautiful. So it's my beautiful nightmare.
It's been a few months since he passed. What has this season been like for you and your 3 beautiful kids? You have a 15-year-old and twin 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Who just lost their daddy.
And they lost the dad's dad. And I know people say that, but I'm telling you, I think about it. My 15-year-old, he's been to more countries than I have. They've World Cups and soccer camps and, music theater. Let's go to this, play and, all over the world. And, he loved, on the days, just the other day, it was a beautiful day in New York City. And the beautiful days are harder than the rainy days, because the beautiful days, he would have taken them out and they would have, gone to kick a ball, or, our first vacation after he passed. It was hard. I thought it would be this respite. We would go to the beach and we could go back to our happy place. But for my boys, it was a nightmare. I'm not surfing. I'm not, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm not kicking a soccer ball on the beach, So it's been tough. And then there are other moments where, I'll share with you, we were at the beach in Florida, and I thought it would be this wonderful vacation, and it was really hard for them. And then we got back home and we all looked at each other and we wanted a do-over. So we went to a water park in New Jersey and had the best day, just the four of us. We were there when it opened, and when it closed, we didn't want to leave. We did all the rides, and, we would look for rafts where there could be 4 people, and it was just like, I was like, we're a unit, it's us. And so, in those moments, it's a beautiful thing. And I look at them, and we know we're going to be okay. But I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you there's this huge hole in our lives, in our hearts, and it's just trying to learn how to walk and breathe with that. It's tough.
It's not easy to live without him. It's not easy to live without someone like Uche, who was so alive.
He just loved life.
Yeah.
And people say that, but I'm telling you, there was a point in the service where one of his best friends got up and he said, the guy who surfs and beekeeps and soccer and everything he said, I'm like, oh, no, they're not kidding. Like, when it was tough to kick a ball, he started keeping bees. Maybe you'll have honey next holiday. But, all the things. And it's hard to live without that. People think that I'm the social one because I'm on TV, but it's actually him. I'm like an extroverted introvert. I go home and I'm all talked out, so I'm kind of quiet. And so when people come over, they're his friends and they're, all of his buddies and his cousins, and he just brings the party, and then I don't have to. And so now it's pretty clear, Dad brought the party, So I feel a little pressure, because it's like, oh man, like, I don't know if I can't be your dad. I can be the best mom I can be, and your uncles can be the best uncles they can be, and our friends and our family, who have been like oxygen, by the way. They're all here for us, but we can't replace Dad. And that's just the truth.
Going back to the beginning, so many people see you, Sheinelle, on TV, and they see that bright, beautiful smile, and they have no idea that you have been fighting this battle. You and Uche have been fighting this battle for a long, long time.
We have.
When did you first realize that he was sick?
So what people don't know is that we've been dealing with this for a long time. And it was, I'd say, a few weeks before I ran the marathon. And I know that people will say, what? But I ran that marathon with that on my shoulders. In fact, the people in my inner circle pleaded with me. Some of my best friends pleaded with me not to run. The practice that it required, and the just mental fortitude that it required. And then we just got this devastating diagnosis, like, forget running, like, no, But he was like, are you kidding me? Like, the whole concept of you running was to do something hard. Like, you can do hard things. You can do the unimaginable. And little did I know that marathon was going to set me up for a real one. When I ran the marathon, it was like, okay, one foot in front of the other, one breath at a time. Oh my God, this is so hard. I can't take another step. Yes, you can. It's like all of those things. Who knew it was like a template, a manual for what I was going to have to deal with. And I went to him, we talked about it, and he said, no, you still have to run. And so when I said, listen, we can do hard things, I meant it. And it is interesting too, because, and I've talked to you about this, the people who knew would say, oh my God, you're doing such a good job at faking it. And it really bothered me. I would kind of brush it off, but it bothered me because I thought, I'm not faking it. Like, my joy is real.
You mean when you would go on the show?
I was on television for almost a year.
With this happening behind the scenes?
Yeah, I would do the show and then hop in the car and go be with him during chemo.
But you say, I wasn't faking it till I make it.
There's
your
no
joy
fake it
was
till
real.
you make it. My joy was real. And I think two things can be true. I can hold on to my joy, first and foremost, because I had my faith. And you couldn't tell me that he wasn't going to beat it. I believed that he was going to be okay. I knew it was going to be tough, but we all believed he would be fine. It was just a matter of time and figuring it out. So I was able to come on the show and be with some of my best friends in life and talk about things that were funny or sad or thought-provoking. It's what I do. It's part of my purpose. And so for me, in some ways, it was probably the therapy I didn't know I needed to come to work. And it just all made sense. I could hold two things. I could hold my joy and I could hold my hope at the time. And if there was any fear, I could do the show and be around all these amazing people who are just doing the best things in life and go, you know what, we're gonna be okay. And then I could go off and handle the rest of my day. And I also think it set an example to my kids because he really wanted them to continue to go to school, still go to class. Like, we're not, cancer still is enough. The last thing we wanna give it is our joy. You're not stealing my joy. You can't have that. You can't have it. I'm gonna fight for my joy. So if you see me now and you see me laughing, or you turn on the morning show and I'm laughing or having a good time, you root for me because I'm fighting for my joy. And I'm showing my kids that cancer is not gonna steal our joy. And what we have and what we had, we are so lucky. And now we have like the best guardian angel ever. Uche was so protective of me over the last 30 years or so. And I kind of felt like once he had that diagnosis, he was so fiercely private that it was my turn to protect him. And I did it at all costs. At all costs. I'm on the show, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. He's not on any of that stuff. And so I kind of felt like he didn't ask to be on television. He supported me since I was on, Northwestern University News Network. He was with me when I auditioned for NNN, Northwestern News Network. So now here I am at the Today Show. If you don't want me to talk about something because you want to beat it and then talk about it, I gotcha. I will go to work, I will do this show, the kids are gonna go to the school, and then I'm gonna be right by your side, and I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do it again. I gotcha.
And can I just say, Sheinelle, as your friend that witnessed this, you did that. You honored your husband. You were a warrior through all of this. I saw it myself. You fought so hard to protect him, and you did it with love. You put the whole family on your shoulders. You carried him. You never lost that light in your eyes for him. You never lost it, and he never lost that light in his eyes for you.
Yeah, if anything, it feels like it got stronger. Listen, we would have been married 18 years this month. So the 18 plus the 10 we dated, there are people who aren't even 28 years old. And so there was a there from the moment, I decided to give him directions on campus. And it just felt like we always kind of had it. And when he was dying, it just felt like, obviously you ask the big questions like, why did this happen? Like, how did this happen? You ask all those questions. And in the midst of those questions, there's still that piece that it was meant to be. And I would look at him and I would say, I would do this all over again. And I would say, this sucks and this is scary, but if you asked me if this was gonna be my fate, I would do it all over again.
You showed love. You did love. You kept the faith. You fought the good fight. And so did he.
Yeah.
Uche was such a fighter. And he had such strong faith.
He did.
And I feel like he'd want us to say that.
Yeah. It was his lifeline. I can easily understand why when people go through something like this, they turn away from their faith. God, why would you do this to me? Especially for someone like me. I'm like, my friends tease me. I'm this Kansas girl, kind of a prude. I follow all the rules, got to school on time. She's valedictorian. Like, I did all the things, right? I did my homework, honor my mom and my dad, all the things. Before my interviews, I pray. I do all the things. And this happens to me. What did I do? Why me? There can't be a God. Like, no way a God would do that to somebody like Sheinelle. There's no way, right? It would be very easy to think that. But you look at somebody like my husband, his faith is what kept him going. You talk about faith over fear. He had it. And when he was low, there was nothing I could say. There was nothing anyone could say. The only thing that would soothe his heart would be like praise and worship music. And it would just give him this peace. And I watched him in his toughest moments. His faith is what gave him peace. And so I think, okay, if Uche can have faith when his life is on the line, surely I can. And surely we all can. And there's something to say for that. We may not understand 98% of what God is doing or our faith. But if I just see that little piece of what gives him faith and what I see is so real, I can't question that. And so that's what I have to hold on to. That God, I hope I could have peace that passes all understanding in a crazy moment like this, in such a scary moment like this. And so I saw him hold on to it, and so then I held on to it as well.
You've been incredibly strong for your kids. You have your own grief and your own sorrow, but you're also raising 3 kids and carrying their grief as well. And how are they doing? How are they handling their young teenagers?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what makes this harder. There are times where if I could just stay in bed, keep the door closed, not answer my phone, and just sit, it would be amazing. But I can't do that because I have 3 little beings who, are watching me, and I want them to be proud of me. I want them to be proud of how I handled it. And so I kind of feel like I just have to keep running. It's like that marathon I did. Mile 24 sucked. But you know that there's a 26, right? You know you're going to get there. I think it's 26, God, I don't even know. You know you're going to get to the end of the marathon. And so for me, somehow I just keep running to my peace. Like I'm just running to know that there's going to be a time where hopefully, I don't know if it'll ever make sense, but that we can just breathe again. And in the meantime, my colleagues, my friends, my family, they are my oxygen, and they fill my tank, and then I feel like I open my door and I try to do the same for my kids. But I'll tell you that sometimes they teach me things. So to prepare for this interview, I was very honest with them. We have what I call, it's time for a family meeting. And my oldest will be like, oh gosh, okay. I said, come on, time for a family meeting. And so with this, I said, I'm going to sit down with Miss Savannah, and we're going to talk about Dad. We're going to talk about how I'm doing. And, I said, one of my producers asked me how I'm doing, and I have a tough time answering that question. So I'm going to ask you guys, how are you doing? And one of my kids said, well, I cry a lot. I cried a lot at school, and I used to cry a lot. But now I think of Dad and I smile. I was like, oh. And I cried, and I thought, oh, okay. Like, they're going to be okay. God, I hope I can get to that place where, when I think of this college romance that I had, that I can learn to not feel pain. If I'm going to feel pain, but more, I guess, gratitude that it happened, or smile at the memories. And that's my hope, that I can get to the point where I can push the grief aside just a bit to make more room for gratitude. People say, well, not everybody gets a love like that, or, you met your college sweetheart, you have these 3 beautiful kids, In some ways they're right. In other ways it's like, okay, don't tell me at least this, at least that. Like, I don't want to hear that. But in other ways, I know it to be true, that I had a beautiful love story. You know, almost not believable. Like, really? Like, you just showed him, he was a senior in high school, and you were just like, I'll show you around. I was like, oh my God, you're so cute. I was like, you should enroll here. I think you'd like it. And then when he enrolled, and we're at like this welcome freshman party, and I saw him, I was like, oh my God, like, that's the one I showed around. And I was like, I feel like you didn't look at me. You know you saw me at that party. And he was like, well, I didn't want to be, you know. And then eventually our friends were like, oh my God, you're so checking for that freshman. Like, just stop it. I'm like, no.
That freshman, that younger man.
Yeah, you're like, oh, come on. And then he lied to me. He didn't lie to me, but I didn't know he was smart, and he skipped a grade. So I was actually 2 years older than him. Yeah, like I hope I can look back and not think of the cancer part, but think of that part. Like the fact that I ran around Park dorm room. This senior did you see what he just wrote on my memo board outside of my dorm room? You know, we all had like the memo board with the dry erase board. He put, thank you so much. Maybe I'll see you soon. I was like, oh, I think I'm going to save this memo board. Don't erase it. No, don't erase it. He was so cute.
The thing is, like, you guys could still touch that moment, even in the darkest moments in the hospital room, talking about the day you guys skipped the Super Bowl and ate cereal on your bed.
You saw it.
Your love story was so alive. It's all part of the story.
I forgot about that. Should I share that?
Yeah, it's so cute.
I forgot about that.
I loved that day.
So one of our first dates, if you will, I swear I wasn't doing anything, Mom, if you're watching. So we were in our dorm room. That was like my little safe space. And so we're always in my dorm room, and we talked all day. Like, we just were laughing and talking. And at the end of the day, he goes, we even at one point walked to the Jewel Osco and got cereal. And he got this, like, I called it old man cereal, some kind of like bran flakes. And I got like honey nut, you know, something sugary. And I'm like, who eats like an old man at 17? But it was just like almost endearing. We went back to my dorm room and we just talked all day over cereal. And at the end of the day, he was like, I just missed the Super Bowl. I was like, oh my God, it's a Super Bowl Sunday? Like, he missed the Super Bowl for me.
That's love.
If you knew what anyone can imagine, like, he missed the Super Bowl for me. And then, you know, fast forward later, you know, the Eagles are in the Super Bowl again. And, you know, there he is on the couch and we're, you know, watching the Super Bowl. It's like I said, it's just in some ways, and I'll come up with a more profound way to say it later, but it felt like kind of full circle in some ways. And if I could just see the beauty in it, I could exhale and just be in it and like enjoy it. And I got to that place where I didn't know what tomorrow would bring. I always held on to hope. And I really tried to just be present. Like, so when I decided to take a leave, that was why, because I didn't know what tomorrow would bring. It was getting harder to be here in the morning and then, you know, hold up the kids and make sure he was okay. And I would meditate in the morning and I would pray as I do every morning. And I was starting to feel like I didn't want to miss it. I didn't want to look back. I wanted to be strong and I wanted to look back and know that I was strong. But I didn't want to be so strong that I missed this blessing right in front of me. You know, that I missed the fight, that I missed the beauty in the fight, that I missed just looking in his eyes, because I was his oxygen sometimes. I would just, I love you. We're going to be okay. I love you. Look at me. I'm here. And so I wanted to, you know, be proud of that. So, you know, that was the only reason I thought, okay, it's time. And I always knew, like, I would know when it was time to, like, get off the treadmill for a second. And he was not very happy with me when I told him I was going to take a leave from work. No, why? No. And I'm like, because I want to be with you. And he goes, okay. You know, so, you know, and it was weird for me. I've been popping up at 3 a.m. since I can remember, you know, or even 7. So, but it was a beautiful time. And I'm happy I can say that I wouldn't trade it. You know, I had Christmas. I had every morning for Christmas. I had, you know, New Year's. Like, I had all the days fully. And I was fully present. Like, I fought for my joy, and I fought for being present. And I can say that with my full self, that I was so present in it. I tried to be present for the kids. It's crazy that I wrote a book about motherhood before this happened, but I think in some ways it put me in the right, and again, it feels almost divine, but it put me in the right mindset with, okay, what kind of mother do I want to be? Like, when I look back at this, Lord willing, I'm 105. Like, what kind of mother do I want to be that, and I want them to remember? And I want them to remember that I fought for their happy, that I was present, that I fought for their, dad, that I was a warrior for him and for them. So that's what I'm trying to do.
You left it all on the field.
I left it all on the dance floor.
And you don't have to have any regrets.
No, I don't have any. Thank God. And that was the one thing from like diagnosis to his last day. I was like, I don't want to have any regrets. It's going to be hard enough that I don't want to have to feel like, oh my God, I should have, or oh my God, I should have. And I can say that I don't have any regrets.
Talking about grief, I mean, no one gives you a manual on grief, and there really are no rules about it. And it comes at unexpected times and places.
Yeah. I think I thought grief was linear.
Yeah.
And I almost not feel bad, but hopefully this can be a teachable moment, because I think it's a horrible club to be in when you lose someone, when you lose a parent, a spouse, or a child. But it's a whole nother thing to be in this club of losing a young spouse with young kids. The club gets smaller. But everyone says that, it gets a little better. Or people will send me a text, I hope you're feeling stronger today than you were yesterday. And I'm like, well, I'm not, so thanks. Heart. Because the truth of the matter is, it actually sucks today, and it sucked yesterday. Maybe it'll be better tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So it's not linear. And what I found to be true is that today you can feel kind of okay, and then tomorrow you're just kind of not okay, and you don't know why. There will be a day where I'm okay, and I wake up, everything's going my way, I'm okay, I'm like, we're gonna be all right. And then I get on the elevator, and this guy gets on, and he has the same sneakers that Uche wore in rehab, and I start crying, and the guy's like, so grief is not like, today it's better, it's better, it's better, it's better. We're there. Grief is like a wave. And some moments it's horrible. The next moment it goes back and it's okay again. And it just comes. And what I've told my kids is it's almost like rain can't last forever. And so when the rain comes, in some ways I've learned to just look up at the rain and let it be a cleansing rain and let it clear the air and sometimes when it rains in New York City, I think it's a good thing. It makes things a little cleaner. It feels fresher. So when the rain comes, I just have to let it come, and then it goes away, and then I'm kind of okay. And so I don't run away from crying anymore when it comes to grief. I see it as like, okay, here comes my cleansing rain, and it's okay. And I almost feel better, and then I go back to what I'm doing. And so I don't fear it anymore. There's so many people who say, you should make grief your friend. I've tried all the meditations, I've tried all the podcasts, I've tried it all. And in the beginning, I thought, why would I want to make this horrible thing my friend? Like, go away and never come back. But in some ways, we've all heard the saying that grief is just love with no place to go. And so when it comes now, I'm like, okay, you can come. We can sit for a little bit. And then, okay, now it's time to go. And so as long as I know, and I love the beach, and I love the waves, I love the ocean, it brings me peace. And so in some ways, I'm like, okay, it comes, and then it goes. And I love the beach, just the same when the waves come or when they don't. And that's just kind of how I have to deal with grief. It's like, it's just part of who I am now. But I want it to be a wave and not a rock in my pocket. I want it to be a gentle wave and not fear it. And learn to just embrace this beautiful beach that is now mine.
And if you can do that, people who might see you when you come back and you're returning to work now, it's back to school time, It's back to work for you. This season is different.
It is.
But you're still you.
I'm still me, and that is why I'm here. So partly because of that, right? Like, I will tell you, I have feverishly searched for a muse, or like, who can I admire? Who's lost their husband that I can be? And I'll just be honest, I went to YouTube, and I was trying to find like the closest thing to me. So I Googled Black Widow, and it was just spiders. That's my truth. So I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. I'll be it. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll stop searching for a me and just be me.
Yeah.
And so what I know to be true is that there are so many people who either have cancer, or you're impacted by cancer, or some horrible illness. I remember when I was in the hospital, I would turn you guys on, and so I know there could be people watching me in hospital rooms around this country. And what I know to be true is that I see you, and I'm part of this club. But cancer doesn't have to steal our joy. We can get up, we can get out of bed, and we can go to work. We can go to school. We can squeeze the most out of the days that we have. And honestly, I feel like Uche's heartbeat lives on in mine. And he was so competitive, and so, he just loved life. So I owe it to him to just squeeze the most I can out of this thing. And, the kids feel the same way. It's like, okay, we got this for you. And so for all of us who are grieving, it's like, okay, we can grieve, but we can also still try to move forward. We don't move on, but we move forward with our loved ones. And I hope that, just by me being on this set and me, returning to work, it's like, okay, if I can do it, so can you, right? So don't get me wrong, like, my heart still hurts, but we are gonna fight for our joy. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna have a good time, and I'm gonna tell my kids to do the same. He wouldn't want us to just, God knows, like, you don't go to Northwestern News Network and then just give up.
He would not want that.
He would not want that. All that ad-lib stuff that I had to figure out. I want to be a princess. And he'd be like, oh, gosh, no. So I've come too far. It almost feels like a relay race, which I'm not doing. I'm finished running, but like in that kind of way. But it feels like, you guys, my colleagues, my friends, my dream team, hair and makeup, like all the folks, like I feel like they've done all they can for me, to get me up to where I can run again. And I feel like now I'm getting the baton, and I'm like, okay. But no one can run this for me. I can't Google it. I'm not on YouTube. Well, now I can be, but it's me. And so I'm going to run the heck out of this race for him and for myself.
And we're running with you, always. I know what I would want to say to the people watching. It's like one of the things that I've thought a lot about when you come back is if I could tell them anything, I'd say, let her laugh, let her smile, let her cry, let her just be. You're home.
And I'm so thankful for this family. My real family. They would come and they'd be like, oh, wow, you've got family here. I'm like, oh, these folks are my family. They were like, in moments where I'm like, oh my God, you guys are like oxygen. Like, seriously, it's like you don't even remember how to breathe. And then when you feel like you can't breathe, here comes a text, or here comes, Al, hey kiddo, how you doing, kiddo? And I will admit, I've gone through Uche's phone. Sorry, Uche. And I've read his texts. The threads, his text exchange with you or Craig. I mean, he had real friends in this team. And I'm so thankful for it. Like, what are the odds? There are times where I'm like, God, I've been praying for this job since I was in 5th grade. Like, yellow construction paper, I did the helmet hair. Miss James will tell you, I did little hoop earrings and a little box by my head in 5th grade. And you got me all the way here and you take my husband. Are you kidding me?
Like, really? And then there would be moments where I was like, well, you know, we fought for the best care I could give him, and, you know, you get a guy like Al Roker's coming through the hospital and the nurses are like, you know, it's kind of cool, you know, and, you know, he's bringing the kids breakfast sandwiches on Sunday mornings in hospice. Truly, you know, I had a family, and we were scaffolded. And so there's a part of me that's like, okay, I don't know why this happened, but I still see God's hand in it. In some way, I still feel divinity in it, and I don't understand it yet. But I'm not ready to throw away my faith, because my faith is what sustains me. And so I'm just going to keep on living and keep on trying, and know that there are people out there who are doing the same thing. We're all just doing the best we can. And I have to say, you know, I talk about seeing the best of humanity. I mean, the doctors and the nurses, even the security guys at the front desk of a doctor's office, or the people who come in the middle of the night to see if you're okay, or to offer you water, to like talk about like earth angels. They're almost unsung heroes, especially overnight nurses, or the ones that have to come in and do all the dirty work, or the guys who come in and have to clean the, like, just the best of humanity. And I see them, and I want to honor them too, you know? So I've got some living to do.
One thing I've started to believe about grief, when you've suffered a great loss as you have, is that you gain almost a superpower. I call it a sixth sense for love. That you have a special empathy and a special kindness and a special love that is with you. So you are changed by grief, but you're changed to become all the more beautiful. And I just want to say, I see that in you. I see it in you. And you are so loved, and you are love. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you. So, I've been going to therapy. God bless the therapists in this country. And my therapist, in the very beginning, she was like, you don't have to cry, but like, you never cry. Like, you know, you can cry. And I'm like, no, I'm okay. And then one day I came in and I was crying. And she's like, you know what I've noticed? She's like, kindness makes you cry. She was like, it's a weird thing. It's not the sad things that make you cry. It's not the horrible things that make you cry. It's kindness that makes you cry. And I thought about it, and it's true. I don't know why, but when people show me kindness, I cry. I think it's because it's like the light in you dances with the light in me, you know? And I feel that. And I used to pray going on the show long before this that like my light could dance with someone else's light at home. And like our lights would dance for an hour or two, and then we'd go back and start our day. That's always been my prayer. And so I think this has just enhanced that for me. The light is still in there. Sometimes it feels a little dark or something, like a cloud comes over it. But then even that, the cloud passes and the light is still there. But it's not going anywhere. And I feel that in you, and I feel that in all of you guys. Like, it's like, you know, people can say, oh, you guys are family. We really are. And I'm so thankful for that.
We're dancing with you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.